WNBA is investigating hateful fan comments after the Clark-Reese incident.
The WNBA conveniently failed to provide examples of these violations.
It has escalated into something where now there is an investigation going on because there has been hateful fan comments, supposedly, directed towards Angel Reese.
WNBA reacts strongly after Angel Reese says Caitlin Clark's fans made racist comments.
What worries me the most is how social media and the media are going to run with it.
It seems like the WNBA, the Chicago Sky, and Angel Reese were just waiting for Caitlin Clark to make a mistake so they could jump in and stir up more drama.
It was a direct attack against fans of Caitlin.
Now, they're saying Caitlin Clark's fans made racist comments during Saturday's game. Stay tuned for the inside story on the latest Angel Reese drama. It's definitely something you'll want to see. The WNBA is making headlines again, showing why some people say it's the least popular pro sports league.
WNBA proudly announced their latest initiative, No Space for Hate, No Space for Hate.
This time, it's a No Space for Hate campaign, a PR move pretending to stand for good values, but it completely backfired. What was meant to be a simple push for inclusivity has turned into a mess, filled with baseless claims and fans running out of patience. Everything boiled over during the Indiana Felines versus Chicago Bravado game.
Somebody on Twitter said that they were there at the game and they heard that one fan, they were fans making monkey noises at Angel Reese when she was at the free throw line. That's just not true.
Angel Reese, who's never afraid of attention, said that Caitlin Clark's fans shouted racist comments at her and her teammates.
Fortunately, this league continues to prove that it's not that, and the media continues to prove that they are not going to cover it as if these are actual athletes playing a sport, because it has escalated into something where now there is an investigation going on because there has been hateful fan comments, supposedly directed towards Angel Reese, and there were things going on in the arena where now the narrative is back that we heard all last season.
But it was clear that didn't happen, and sadly, the story has gone back to the same drama we saw last year.
The NBA has essentially verified those claims and said that they're launching an investigation. It's not only them who had to put out a statement. The WNBA put out a statement, the Indiana Fever put out a statement, the WNBA PA put out a statement, and the Chicago Sky put out a statement.
The WNBA quickly got involved, started an investigation, and released public statements criticizing the alleged behavior.
Probably 17,000 cell phones inside the arena. You mean to tell me not one of these 17,000 people recorded the racism that was directed at Angel Reese and the Chicago Bravado? Not one?
It was a bold move, except for one big problem. There's no evidence. The arena had over 17,000 people, most with smartphones, yet not one video, photo, or reliable witness has come forward about these supposed incidents.
Indiana is not a safe place to play because the fans there are terrible. They're racist. They scream slurs during the game. And I'm mad about this because what seems to have happened is the WNBA saw things that people were saying on Twitter.
The league's claims are based only on rumors, and fans just aren't believing it.
It comes up, it was one game, and the WNBA wanted to capitalize on the Angel Reese Caitlin Clark rivalry by putting these two teams up against one another.
Instead of focusing on real problems, the WNBA is pushing vague accusations, hoping the drama will distract from the lack of real proof. Once again, Angel Reese is in the spotlight, turning the 2025 WNBA season opener into a dramatic show of so-called outrage.
Investigation of allegations of fan misconduct during our first game of the season. We will do everything in our power to protect Chicago Sky players, and we encourage the league to continue taking meaningful steps to create a safe environment for all WNBA players.
This time, the Chicago Sky claims that Caitlin Clark's fans shouted hateful and racist comments during the game. Really, Angel? Racist remarks? Reese didn't stop there. She praised the league for reacting quickly and supporting the No Space for Hate campaign, saying, "If it can happen to me, it can happen to anyone. But let's be real for a second. What exactly happened to you, Angel?
During the game, from what I know and from what I've seen on multiple reports, including Scott Agnes, who is like one of the main reporters for the Pacers and the Indiana Fever, nothing happened during that game. There were no fans that were approached. There were no players who called out certain fans. There weren't other
Critics are rejecting all the accusations against Caitlin Clark, but Angel Reese is standing by them. This doesn't seem like it's about creating a respectful environment. It looks more like using outrage to gain attention and appear morally superior.
The target of the first investigation was fans of Caitlin Clark.
And the WNBA is gladly going along with it, turning every conflict into a headline-making show.
The vast majority of this audience, they have no loyalty to the WNBA. Their loyalty lies with Caitlin Clark.
Caitlin Clark isn't just another player. She's one of the main reasons people are paying attention to the WNBA right now. Her fans are huge in number, loyal, and most importantly, they're here for her, not the league. By going after her supporters, the WNBA is pushing away the very people helping keep its viewership alive.
Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. This dump, this turd of turds known as the WNBA, this damn league can't get the hell out of their own.
And let's be honest, this isn't a one-time thing. The WNBA has a habit of blowing small issues way out of proportion.
It is not guaranteed to extend to the rest of this putrid league. No one is loyal to the dump. No one cares about the WNBA.
It's a league that feeds off controversy instead of focusing on the game, always chasing attention instead of working to build real fan loyalty.
None of it ever seemed to work. Within 5 minutes of me applying CBD lotion from Sugar Mountain Trading, my wife's pain was gone. I'm telling you, it's damn near magical. Sugar Mountain Trading also offers CBD bar soap that will keep you pain-free and smelling fresh at the same time.
This latest mess shows they still can't focus on what really matters, the game. Instead, they're more interested in using social media to hype up the rivalry between Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark.
That frustrates me the most is, yes, I'm with the WNBA. I don't want there to be hate either. But we have to let fans be fans. You have to be able to boo the opponent.
But here's the thing. They've turned basketball into a place full of false accusations and fake outrage. This has made fans tired of all the drama and is pushing the league closer to being ignored. The only bright spot is how Caitlin Clark and Indiana Fever coach Stephanie White handled it. They spoke out against hateful comments and stressed the importance of being welcoming. That's a good message, but it feels a bit ironic coming from a league that seems to have controversy on its calendar every season.
Then I quickly realized that Angel Reese is immune to criticism from the WNBA front office because she's an innocent victim who's being oppressed by white men and women, and in some extreme cases, white they and them.
Let's talk about Angel Reese, the league's self-made queen of comebacks. She's not just a player. She's a non-stop source of headlines on social media. Criticism seems to fire her up, and she uses social media like a weapon, firing back at critics with sharp comments and gathering her fans. To some, she's a bold icon. To others, she's the most controversial person in the league. Either way, you can't ignore her.
Things like Angel Reese and the Chicago Bravado refusing to come out and respect the national anthem, that's no bueno.
Her talent for stirring up controversy goes beyond just Twitter fights. Take her famous refusal to stand for the national anthem, a move that divided opinions quickly, just like a referee's whistle. Some saw it as brave, others as a distraction. Either way, it made her the WNBA's unofficial drama ambassador.
Uncle KC, maybe it wasn't racism. The WNBA Players Association claimed that Angel Reese was dealing with hatred. There's no space for hate. There's no space for...
And don't forget her sneaky social media digs at Caitlin Clark and her fans. It's a clever way to keep people talking and keep her name trending online. For a league hungry for attention, Reese's actions are both helpful and harmful. But the real question is controversy really the kind of reputation the WNBA wants to have?
I just think that she's elevating the profile of women's sports in a way that most women should deeply.
Now, let's switch to Caitlin Clark and her passionate fans. They don't just like her, they truly admire and support her.
said, "We are aware of the allegations of inappropriate fan conduct during yesterday's game, and we are working closely with the WNBA to complete their investigation. We stand firm in our commitment to providing a safe environment for all WNBA players."
And honestly, they're not really here for the WNBA. They're here for her. Even if Clark said she was quitting basketball to do competitive knitting, her fans would still fill stadiums to watch her.
Now, if this is not settled, I'm not going to be reporting on this stuff every single day or every single week.
Their loyalty is to the player, not the league, which makes them an easy target for the WNBA.
Fortunately, the WNBA conveniently failed to provide examples of these violations. They made accusations without naming a violator.
Here's the thing. The league's unclear claims of racism by Clark's fans have about as much proof as a UFO sighting at Area 51. Yes, the fans are loud, passionate, and probably like Angel Reese much. But calling them racist? That's a big stretch, even for the WNBA.
I have read countless articles in the woke media. I wanted to see if anyone was providing evidence of these egregious accusations.
What's worse, the league's choice to call criticism of Reese racism feels less like a real effort to tackle social problems and more like a desperate try to look good by being woke.
17,000 people in the arena, dozens of woke welfare collectors in the mainstream media, and not one piece of evidence has been released.
Critics who were at the game doubt these accusations because no videos or proof have appeared since Saturday. Their points cut through the noise and make people question the league story. So why does the WNBA keep pushing away the fans who actually come to the games? When Angel Reese teases Caitlin Clark, it's seen as confidence. But when Clark does it back, it's called arrogance. The double standard is so obvious it could light up a stadium. But here's the catch. If you say this, you might get labeled as part of the problem, keeping the drama going. Meanwhile, the real focus, basketball, gets ignored. The media cares more about identity politics than the game itself, which pushes away fans who just want to watch good basketball without the extra social drama. So, is the media shaping what people think or just making divisions worse?
It's been 48 hours since the game Saturday, and not a single shred of evidence has been released. 48 hours, and not one person has come forward with evidence of race.
The WNBA's love for drama isn't just about Angel Reese or the media. Their own rules are causing problems too. Can the WNBA keep making these mistakes? This isn't the first time they've blown things way out of proportion. Remember the Greyhound incident when Angel Reese accused a bus driver of making racist comments? Like now. The claims were weak, but the league quickly reacted with statements and investigations without strong proof. If you compare that to how the NBA or NFL handle similar issues, those leagues manage concerns without pushing away fans. The WNBA, however, seems stuck in the past, making the same mistakes but hoping things will change. When will the WNBA realize fans don't want endless drama?
The NBA wants to be a huge embarrassing failure. It's like the WNBA is afraid to be profitable. If they start making money, maybe the NBA would force them to operate as a separate entity.
At its core, this story isn't just about Angel Reese or Caitlin Clark. It's about a league that keeps hurting itself by focusing more on players' feelings than on keeping fans interested. The WNBA is risking everything: its viewers, NBA support, and its future as a serious sports league.
Absolutely ridiculous no space for hate campaign where the WNBA is policing and potentially punishing their fan base. They're essentially booking themselves a first-class ticket on the Bruce Caboose heading straight down the path of bankrupt.
The long-term effects are clear. Fewer fans, less importance, and a real chance the league could go broke. Unless the WNBA changes and puts the focus back on the game and its fans, it's hard to see how they'll bounce back. Could this be the start of the WNBA's downfall? Hit like and subscribe to the channel to stay updated on the 2025 season controversies.